Peace, good afternoon. I'm in beautiful Bay Ridge, Brooklyn. Not my hood, but this is actually the hood next to my hood. I mean, this is not a hood at all. This is like a really nice neighborhood. But this is the main shopping area, which was one of the main shopping areas in all of Brooklyn. But I made a video here about a year ago or 2 years ago regarding like how a lot of this area got closed down post COVID shutdown, or and it's actually worse now. But I'm gonna do a little walk around, and because I didn't come on this avenue, which is, I showed you guys that street only. Like, that's the main street, like between 4th and 5th Avenue on 86th Street here in Bay Ridge, Brooklyn. This is between 5th and Ghostown Avenues in Bay Ridge, Brooklyn. You could see a lot of the stuff here is like for rent or shut down. This bakery here, which was here for years, Your Bakery, this building's for sale. And the thing is too, why real estate is having a problem is because this building's for sale for $3.7 million, which is not a terrible price had it been pre-shutdown. I mean, it'd probably be worth like $3 million. 3.7 is a lot even for then. But this is listed for 3.7 million. I doubt anybody's gonna cough up that kind of money with a business area to rent in a business area that's drying up. But you could see the building next to it, what used to be a law office right there, that shut down. That T-Mobile business, that's probably not corporate T-Mobile. That's probably like just some reselling bullshit. And Starbucks, I mean, Starbucks could survive anyway. FedEx office store. Like, normally this is like a shop, like a area like where women used to shop for like wedding dresses. This is like a high-end shopping area. But you can see this store. You guys may not be familiar, but Modell's is kind of like Dick's Sporting Goods, but for New York. It's a New York institution. And this was one of the biggest stores of Modell's probably in all New York. And as you guys could see, I mean, it's a pretty big, this is not part of it, that's a parking lot. But then all this, which is a humongous building, and I mean, look, you can see right there, 19,430 square feet, 40 feet of frontage, which is what you're seeing right here, but it's empty. They have a business that's supposedly coming through here, Orange Fitness. It says coming soon. I mean, that won't last too, because they have another fitness place. A lot of these places, every time like something closes, before like a big store, like, or before something comes in permanently, they'll usually set up like CrossFit and bullshit like that, or businesses that don't like require you installing an oven or some shit, like a gym, you know what I'm saying, like where you can clean it out. Look, this building's also empty. I think this used to be a Marshall's or something, like a small Marshall's. 3 floors, all shut down. And look, right there, like a health kind of bullshit, which is probably what they're doing now. No, I think they're trying to lease it to like a health place, because they know that's the only business they'll get here. Another business right here in this corner. I think this used to be like some sort of card shop. This is closed. See, and the thing is too, like, one of these businesses being closed, it's not a big deal. I mean, like, I don't want to be an alarmist either, but one business here closed is not a big deal. But if you guys could go back to the other video that I made regarding the same issue, there were less businesses closed that time. See, there's another one right there, Space Felice, right off the main strip. 5th Avenue is the main strip, because you guys could see like all this is mad busy. 5th Avenue goes from here. We're on 86th Street and 5th Avenue. 5th Avenue is busy from the 90s, which is this way, till the 39th Street or some shit, like, which is that way, my hood. But and this is like a main artery of Bay Ridge. This is the main artery of Bay Ridge again, like as far as retail goes. And this artery got some blood clots in the way of vacated businesses. Sorry. You can see this little one, Space for Rent, closed. Also on the 2nd floor, I mean, like, there was probably retail anyway, so if the 1st floor is closed, the 2nd one is closed. The first time I came here, though, was regarding this business right here, Century 21. Century 21 has only 2 retail locations, I think. And even though this is a real estate company, Century 21, here it was a department store, if you guys are familiar with Brooklyn. But they had 2 locations. They had one near the World Trade Center, which was their bigger location. And then this one, which was a humongous location too, because it goes 2 blocks. This is 2 blocks deep, but it's this business, that one down there, and that one down there, and they're all shut down now, which is sad to see, because this was here probably before they filmed the movie Saturday Night Fever. Saturday Night Fever, the movie with John Travolta, if you guys don't know, it takes place here in Bay Ridge, Brooklyn. But I wonder if they have the square footage for this here. Like, no, they don't. But if I had to guess, that other one was 20,000 square feet. This was probably, 100,000 square feet that got shut down. See, Mason's Jewelers, Molson's Jeweler, I mean, they shut down, but they're still open. But whatever this storefront is, closed. So, I mean, I'm pretty sure that they're anticipating renting all these stores together. But, here in prime time Bay Ridge, nobody's taking them up on that offer. Nobody's taking them up on that offer because the economy is in pure shit and nobody's telling you. The TV ain't telling you. They're going to tell you about some virtual signal shit that's more important. But trust me, real estate is falling apart. I mean, New York's real estate hasn't had a downturn in ages. But I'm showing you guys right now, look, fucking dudes like the rails laid out. Which would never happen here. I mean, this neighborhood, if anything, was also known as a little bit of a like the cops here would crack your shit if you were fucking around. Basically, what I'm gonna tell you, like because this was always like a white boy neighborhood in a sense. So you wouldn't see bums here, is what I'm saying. And I just showed you one in the main shopping area. Oh, we still got room for a COVID-19 testing center. Great. That's where Molson's Jewelry moved to. See, all these other ones though, I mean, they're not like businesses that would draw you here. Dwayne Reed, a pharmacy place, GNC, another Bermuda Triangle type business. Fucking this was an area, Bay Ridge, Brooklyn, where it had it was more known for like custom clothes or like tailored shit. Now it's just run down. I mean, it's whack. On the other side, look, this was the side that we're walking on now, or the side that I'm walking on currently, was always like the more busy side. This was always the more dead side. I mean, on the dead side, which is cheaper rents, I'm sure, you got you don't have as many closures, but you do have a lot of bootleg ass businesses. Like, banks are bootleg businesses too. And I mean, in New York, like, you're seeing a lot of banks, retail brick and mortar banks close. Children's Place, that one's always been there, good for them. Gap, that's always been there, good for them. But see over here, this was something else. Now it's a few businesses with the Planet Fitness. So I mean, like, that one I don't see shutting down, because that Zale one's been there for a while, and the Sephora and the Planet Fitness also been there for a while. But I mean, if you got a Planet Fitness here, there's another gym around here too. That first business where we started at, that Models, I don't know how much success they're gonna have opening another gym here, but who knows. But this is really sad to see. I mean, for me, because I used to actually go to school in this neighborhood in Bay Ridge. My school was actually down there, Fort Hamilton High School, and my school was actually fly. Like, my school, even though like, my mom had to lie to get me to that school. It's the second biggest school in America, second biggest high school in America, second biggest public school in America too, I think. But I used to take the train right here at the end of this. Actually, I'll just show you guys at the end of this strip. And I mean, if I had like $1 or some shit, I would go to Mickey D's, which is right here, for a double cheeseburger. Look, another bum. But now I go here and it's a bunch of people in masks, bums, dirty. Like, this whole strip was like really like, since all the stores here were like more because Century 21, that store I just told you guys, the which was the main store here, they would get stuff from like the fashion industry, like in New York, like from big companies. like stuff that was like prototypes or stuff that big like fashionable stores didn't want, like trying to think, like Saks Fifth Avenue or Macy's or stores like that. They would then send their like stuff that didn't sell there like to a store like Century, and then so it was like that was what they were known for. But look, there's the train station right here that I used to take. I used to walk right up here. I smacked the kid over here one time. The no, I'm sorry, I smacked the kid on the next avenue. But I mean, like, you know, it's just been it's very sad to see, honestly. I mean, I haven't even brought my wife out here like to see what's up. But New York is a dump, honestly. Like, you know, I don't say that like being snobby or whatnot, because I got love for New York. Look, we got room for another COVID testing place, so rest assured, New York has a brand, and we're coming back. You need a COVID test on this side of the block. After you got your COVID test over there, we got you covered in that department. But retail, I mean, that's a whole nother puzzle to figure out. But it wouldn't surprise me if some of the, like these children play stores closed down too. I actually saw one indication of that children's play store closing down, because they had a one time they only had like just sale stuff. So it was as if they were sending clothes from other children's play stores like to sell here, like stuff that was just at a discount, which is not a good sign. Like, that just means that they don't consider the area that you're in good enough to sell their regular shit, so they'll just send their spillover, and it becomes sort of a spillover store, which we have one of those in my neighborhood. It's a spillover Foot Locker, where they don't have like the brand new shit ever. They'll just have shit that that's like on super sale. Like, a lot of times they don't even sell sneakers in the Foot Locker, like the one where I live, because it's a spillover store. You know, it's a store that they're trying to hide, or like, you know, that the brand would try to hide, if I'm making sense. Yeah, so everything here, I mean, like, you know, is still open for the most part, except this little store. But, you know, I mean, are you gonna come down to beautiful Bay Ridge to shop at a AT&T? I think not. You know what I'm saying? Like, but otherwise, look, I'm gonna give you the image from this side of the block, from the middle of the street. But you guys could see like all this thing, just to give you a view from this direction. I can't even see my phone, man. It's too sunny. But I'm hoping I'm catching it in all this luster, which is not much. Yeah, but this is really sad to see. I mean, like, my neighborhood looks a lot shittier, like, as far as like Sunset Park. As far as how it looks, like, my neighborhood looks 100 times shittier than this. Yes, but my neighborhood always shitty. This neighborhood, on the other hand, two closed businesses. Look, these two right here shut down. But my neighborhood falling apart, I mean, it's not to be expected. I mean, look, another testing spot. If you, just in case you missed the one down the block, you got another spot to get yourself the test. Yeah, but that's, I mean, like, one more thing too is what I want to tell you guys is that the real estate market here in Bay Ridge, anywhere in Brooklyn, has always been booming, has always gone up. Like, to the point where, like, a lot of the houses in my neighborhood, even some of these houses out here too, were probably going for like, you know, 100,000 in the year 2000, and now they're like you know, $1 million and up, let's say. And they would still sell, and they would still go up in price. So now, you know, one year to the next, like, that threshold keeps going up, where one day it was selling for 200, next year is going for 300, so on. That's just a bad example. But what I'm trying to say is that now a lot of this real estate in all New York, this is not just a Bay Ridge problem, all New York has plateaued. It's way overpriced, and nobody's buying. I mean, like why would you buy like this Modell's right now? Like, why would you take a risk on getting 20,000 square feet of real estate space in a strip like this? Or why would you take a risk and buy that big ass Century 21? Because then, I mean, your job would basically be to revitalize this whole shit, where most investors, they want to come into the spot and get it cooking. You know, nobody's gonna, this is dead. Like, this is, this area right here won't make a comeback. I mean, and we had a similar instance with, in Sunset Park, like Fifth Avenue, our main strip, wasn't as nice as this, but they would have name brand stores like Foot Locker or I don't know. We had a couple other name brand stores, not many, but now a lot of those name brand stores, if you go to them, they'll sell like, it'll be like Chinese people selling fruits or some shit. You know, not like no, you know, because somebody's gonna say, oh, well, people need vegetables. No, these are like some ghetto ass looking fucking milk crates in front of the store, like with a bunch of like, you know, dirty ass apples. Like, it's not no like health spot or some shit, because everybody always wants to be a devil's advocate. Look, another spot for lease here. See, like, I mean, like, this is these are all like crap businesses, you know. Bit repair, come on. See, look, they're tearing this apart to try to pawn it off on somebody else, but the problem is nobody else is coming. But this is what I was trying to say is that the retail real estate here in Brooklyn and New York. Oh, I missed this big one too. This was also a big store, and now it's a ghetto furniture store. This Sophie's Furniture thing here. But the real estate in New York, even in 2008 when we went through a real estate crash, it still went up. Like, and when real estate took off everywhere else around the country in the last like 10 years, it was going up even more. But now all of a sudden you have a standstill. This business, I mean, either they just did it or it just closed. But look at how, no, I think they're gonna try to, no, this may have just closed. And look, this is all kind of new looking, which is a shame. So somebody, you know, took the risk of maybe trying to set it off here. I don't know what kind of business this is, and they may have failed. But look, this is the kind of businesses they're here now, like shitty ass furniture, like that they throw in the front of the spot. And it's not like, you know, I'm some fucking yupped out, like, oh god, if I see these ghetto stores, like, you know, like, no, like, I'm just showing you what it is, because there's always, again, there's always the devil's advocate YouTube fucking morons. Like, no, I'm more than comfortable in, this is not ghetto to me. Like, I mean, like, I'm more than comfortable in ghetto spots. What I'm showing you is, like, you know, real evidence of closed stores. And closed stores are closed stores whether you're in Times Square or you're in fucking Brownsville, Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? Like, closed stores are not a good sign of anything. You know, regardless of how they try to sell it to you, or somebody's gonna try to give you a long-winded explanation of how, like, real estate works. No. Real estate works in the sense that shit sells and shit continues to go up in price. Real estate, I don't care where you are in the country, it's not just a Brooklyn problem. It's starting to either plateau or go down in price. And do with that information what you will. I mean, if you could refinance and draw some money from the cribbos, I mean, it probably would have been a good time to do it a couple months ago. Actually, oh yeah, look, this is cool too. My man Lou's business is actually posted up here. Savage Leaves. Shout out to Luel, and I don't want to say the other people involved with Savage Leaves, because I don't know their names right now. Yeah, but that's it though. I mean, like, I hope you guys pick something up from this. And I'm not a crazy person too. Like, another thing too, like, as far as real estate or talking out of my ass, I've been interested in real estate since I was 12 years old. They would give you, you see where these assholes are standing around, that yellow box there, it's like free newspaper stuff. But within those, they don't do it anymore, but they would give you these newspapers, and it was just loaded with real estate. And they were free. So I would always pick them up as a kid, like, because they would have them in the grocery stores, tons of places. every time I had a chance to bag one, I would bag one. And
Okay, I appreciate it.
so I always had I'm not saying I'm an expert at real estate, but I always had a grip on real estate, even when I was a kid. Like when I was a kid, I knew what a lot of the houses were going for, you know, around me at least. I knew more than that too, though. But that's it, though, guys. I hope you learned something from this. And with that, I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you for stepping into the File Playland with me. Peace.